Exploring key concepts in political economy. Political economy examines the intricate relationships between economic systems, political structures, and societal outcomes. It provides critical insights into how resources, wealth, and power are distributed and contested within various institutional frameworks. Through concepts such as capitalism, socialism, globalization, and inequality, political economy explores the forces driving both prosperity and disparity. The following concepts offer a deeper understanding of how these dynamics shape the world around us. Capitalism is an economic system based on private ownership of the means of production and the pursuit of profit. Markets play a central role in determining the production, pricing, and distribution of goods and services, with competition driving innovation and efficiency. A clear example of capitalism in action can be seen in the technology sector, where companies such as Apple and Tesla thrive by meeting consumer demands with innovative products. However, capitalism is often criticized for enabling wealth concentration and fostering exploitation, as those who control resources accumulate profits while workers may face inequitable conditions. Despite its challenges, capitalism remains a dominant force in shaping global economic systems through its focus on individual initiative and market dynamics. Socialism emphasizes collective control or regulation of key resources and production to reduce inequality and ensure equitable access to essential services. Many modern economies incorporate elements of socialism alongside market principles, creating mixed economies. The Nordic countries, such as Sweden and Denmark, exemplify this balance as they combine free market capitalism with extensive welfare systems. Citizens in these nations benefit from universal healthcare, subsidized education, and strong social safety nets designed to reduce inequality and promote a high standard of living. However, elements of socialism also exist in countries like the United States, where programs such as Social Security, Medicare, and public education provide essential services funded by collective contributions. Public goods are resources or services accessible to everyone and whose use by one person does not diminish their availability to others. These goods are typically provided by governments because private markets often fail to supply them adequately. Examples include national defense, public parks, and clean air, all of which enhance societal well-being without directly generating profits. For instance, clean air benefits entire communities, but industrial activities can threaten its quality unless governments implement regulations to preserve it. Public goods also face challenges such as underfunding or overuse, which necessitate collective action to ensure their sustainability for future generations. Globalization refers to the growing interconnectedness of economies, societies, and cultures through trade, investment, and technological advancements. This process has enabled the rapid movement of goods, services, and capital across borders, fostering economic growth and innovation on a global scale. For example, a product like the smartphone represents the integration of global supply chains, with components designed in one country, manufactured in another, and sold worldwide. However, globalization has also exposed vulnerabilities, such as the erosion of local industries and the exploitation of workers in low-wage economies. The rise of global corporations has concentrated economic power in a few hands, sparking debates about the balance between the benefits of integration and the protection of local economic autonomy. Market failure occurs when free markets are unable to allocate resources efficiently, leading to outcomes that are not socially optimal. Pollution is a key example of market failure, as companies pursuing profits often disregard the environmental costs of their activities. Without intervention, such negative externalities harm communities and ecosystems. Governments frequently step in to correct market failures through measures such as environmental regulations, subsidies for renewable energy, or taxes on polluting industries. For instance, carbon taxes are designed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by encouraging cleaner production methods. Addressing market failures requires balancing regulatory oversight with the need to maintain economic efficiency. Inequality examines the uneven distribution of wealth, power, and opportunities both within and across societies. Economic inequality is a pressing issue worldwide, as the gap between the rich and the poor continues to widen in many nations. For instance, in the United States, disparities in income and access to quality education perpetuate cycles of poverty, while wealth concentration among a small elite undermines social mobility. Inequality also poses significant political and social challenges, as it can erode trust in institutions and fuel social unrest. Efforts to address inequality often include progressive taxation, education reform, and expanded social programs, though these measures frequently face resistance from powerful interest groups. Rent-seeking describes efforts to gain economic benefits through manipulation of political or regulatory systems rather than by creating value. This practice often involves lobbying for favorable laws, subsidies, or protections that benefit specific groups or industries at the expense of broader society. For example, powerful corporations may lobby for monopolistic protections or tax breaks, diverting resources away from productive uses. Rent-seeking is widely criticized for distorting markets and reducing economic efficiency, as it rewards those who exploit systems rather than innovate or produce goods and services. Transparent and accountable governance is essential to curb rent-seeking and promote fair competition. Fiscal policy refers to government decisions about taxation and public spending to influence economic activity. In times of economic slowdown, governments often adopt expansionary fiscal policies to boost demand, create jobs, and stimulate growth. For example, large-scale infrastructure projects funded by public spending can provide immediate employment opportunities while improving long-term economic productivity. Conversely, during periods of inflation, governments may implement contractionary fiscal policies by reducing spending or raising taxes to stabilize prices. While fiscal policy is a powerful tool for managing economic cycles, it requires careful implementation to avoid unintended consequences, such as excessive debt or underinvestment in critical sectors. Monetary policy involves managing the money supply and interest rates to maintain economic stability and promote growth. Central banks play a central role in implementing monetary policy, influencing borrowing, spending, and investment. During the 2008 financial crisis, for example, central banks around the world lowered interest rates and introduced measures such as quantitative easing to stabilize financial markets and encourage recovery. Effective monetary policy can help maintain low inflation and unemployment, but over-reliance on it can lead to long-term imbalances, such as asset bubbles. A well-balanced monetary policy supports sustainable economic growth without creating systemic risks. Neoliberalism prioritizes free markets, privatization, and minimal government intervention in economic affairs. It has shaped many policies aimed at deregulating industries, reducing public spending, and promoting competition. However, its critics point to rising inequality, weakened labor protections, and diminished public services as significant drawbacks. Political economy offers a lens through which to analyze the complex interplay between economic systems, political structures, and societal outcomes. By exploring concepts such as capitalism, socialism, globalization, and inequality, it illuminates the mechanisms that shape growth, innovation, and equity. Understanding political economy is essential for navigating an increasingly interconnected and unequal world, ensuring that policies and systems are aligned with long-term social and economic well-being. Stay tuned for more insights into business and the social sciences. If you found this overview helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on future topics you'd like us to cover. I'm Dr. Dag, wishing you a fantastic day ahead.